Yo, what is good YouTube, and welcome back to another JC2K video. In today's video, we're going to be ranking the top 10 best point guards in NBA 2K22 MyTEAM. This list is a list of guys, I think pretty much all who could be used at a competitive level right now. I'm not going to say every single point guard on this list is a point guard I would recommend using, but I think the top 8 or so are definitely guys that I still think you could use even in a competitive setting and have a lot of success with. There's a lot of depth at the point guard position right now, and especially with all the point guards that they dropped on Friday, this really created a ton of depth at the point guard position that we really previously didn't have, which really helped the position. Gives a lot of people a lot of options between some of these guys being some free cards, some not so expensive cards, and then some really expensive cards who are top tier point guards as well. So before we hop into this video, if you haven't, make sure you hit that subscribe button, help me push towards the 3,000 subscriber mark on the channel. I upload every single day, and I would really appreciate your support if you haven't already, if you do hit that subscribe button. Without further ado, let's hop right into it and start off with number 10. At number 10, I'm going to go Trae Young. Trae Young is a, not even this Trae Young, the other Trae Young. But Trae Young is a decent card. But that being said, I just don't think he is a guy that I quite would run at this point. 96 offense, 96 defense, 6'1" with a 6'3" wingspan is kind of small. He has hotspots everywhere, which is nice. 92 speed and excel, 94 shot 3, can't dunk. Really good defensive stats. He's a glitch defensive card. Comes with Hoff, ankle braces, clamps, and menace, as well as Hall of Fame mismatch expert, which are definitely 4 really good Hall of Fame badges. That being said, he can't dunk the ball at all. He only has silver quick first step, which admittedly it can be upgraded. But the problem with the card is, for one, that he has slasher dribble style, and for two, that he can't dunk. Those two issues are pretty significant. Prevents him from really being a primary ball handler, and also that inability to dunk hurts him because basically every point guard in this list can at least dunk at some capacity, with the exception of one. And he's only 6'1" as well, so despite the fact that he has great defensive stats, he just doesn't have the size or the player build to be an elite defender in the game. His jump shot is amazing. He's a nice spot up guy, but he's just not one of those guys that I'd recommend running at that point guard position, because there are guys who you can run who give you what Trae Young does at a higher level. So that's why I put him at number 10. Still a decent card, but at this point probably not a guy I would recommend for most people based on his price and what he can do for you. At number 9, we got Derrick Rose. This D Rose is still a really good point guard, and there's one main reason why, and that reason is, as you can see right here, the D Rose size up, as well as the quick dribble style. He has the best size up in my team. A really quick, the quick dribble style is amazing, and then a really quick jump shot as well helps him in terms of his ability to shoot the ball. He's 6'3" with 6'8" wingspan, so he's got decent size as well. But the D Rose size, which is just the best, one of the best dribble sigs, if not the best dribble sig in my team right now, also has 95 speed and excel, 95 speed of ball, 90 driving dunk, can shoot a little bit, and defensively he's limited. He does get a couple defensive badges like interceptor, intimidator, menace, pick dodger, and pickpocket that you can add to the card, but he doesn't get a ton of shooting badges either. The thing is, playmaking wise and slashing wise, he is absolutely elite. Hall of Fame quick first step with that size up. He moves so well off of that, and the dribble sig is just an absolutely phenomenal dribble sig. He is the best rim running point guard in my team still, and he came out like 2 or 3 weeks into the game, but that's still the case because of the way that he has that D Rose size, and nobody else really has that dribble sig. I don't think there's a single other point guard in my team that has that sig right now. It's just D Rose. So when other point guards start getting that dribble sig, watch out, because it is definitely a super valuable one. But I still have D Rose at number 9, despite the fact that he is one of the older cards, probably the oldest card actually on this list. At number 8, I'm going Pete Maravich. Pete was a card that I was really high on for a little bit, but he just, I don't love the card as much as I did for a little bit. 96 offense, 85 defense. He's 6'5" with 6'8" wingspan, which is really good. Defensively, he does struggle though. Only an 80 perimeter, 80 lateral. Only comes with 3 defensive badges. Can't get any others added on him as well. He definitely does struggle on the defensive end, on the interior as well. Only a 38 interior, 58 block. He definitely just gets mashed. He's just not that good of a point guard. 93 shot 3, can dunk. Occasionally, he will dunk the ball occasionally, like wide open. Speed to the ball, acceleration isn't elite for a point guard, but it's not bad. Shooting wise, he's really nice, but the problem is he doesn't get limitless, he doesn't get sniper, which are two of the most, maybe probably the 2 most important shooting badges actually. That being said, he is a solid playmaker, does have the quick shifty dribble style. Dribble sigs in the half and full court aren't elite, but he does have that dribble style, which does help him to become a playmaker. Hall of Fame ankle breaker, comes with gold playmaking badges pretty much across the board, and he's a really good shooter, comes with the rail and release as well. Phenomenal jump shot. He's a really good card, but he's limited as a slasher. He's not a good defender, and his dribble sigs aren't incredibly elite. They're decent, not great. He's a really nice card. If he could get a couple of those extra shooting badges, and maybe a couple more defensive badges, I think he would really be on that next level. But unfortunately, since he doesn't have them, for me personally, I think he doesn't get higher than number 8. At number 7, I'm going Steph Curry, and I think you can really basically put all the Stephs here because they're all very similar. I'm going to show the moment Steph because I think this was probably the best of the 3, but it is really close. It depends on what you want, because they're basically the same card with very minor tweaks. That being said, 6'3" with a 6'3" wingspan, 190 pounds. Good height, not the greatest wingspan. He does have a decent player build. He has hotspots everywhere. I'm sorry. 91 speed and excel. 91 speed with the ball is solid. 97 shot 3. He can dunk, and his defensive stats aren't terrible. Defensive badges, he at least does come with a few defensive badges. Bronze clamps interceptor is nice in addition to the pick dodger, pickpocket, and silver ankle braces. Playmaking badges are decent, not great. If they were better, he would be higher on this list, plain and simple. Only having a bronze quick for Steph is definitely a thing that hurts him. This Steph does have silver quick chain and silver mismatch expert, which are two badges that the other Steph does not have. The other Steph does have Hall of Fame chef. This Steph only has gold chef, but he does have a bunch of Hall of Fame shooting badges in addition to, again, decent defensive stats, and he does get solid dunk animations as well. So Steph is a really good card. His dribble sticks are some of the best in the game as well. He has probably the second best size up that I've seen this year, behind the D-Rose size up. In addition to, he has the Curry slide, one of very few. I think he's the only card in my team right now who has the Curry slide, which is a nice extra dribble move or dribble stick to have. His jump shot obviously is amazing. Steph Curry really that quick. It's one of the best in the game. And the dribble style, Steph Curry is a dribble style that does allow you to burst similar to quick or shifty. So dribble stigs wise, he's one of the best dribbling cards in the game. If he had better playmaking badges and a couple more defensive badges, maybe he would probably be in the top 5 point guards in the game. But right now, I put him at number 7. At number 6, I'm going Jason Kidd. And I personally do not absolutely love this Jason Kidd card, but I don't think he's bad. And the reason that I put Jason Kidd at number 6 is that he is, well, for one, 6'4" with 6'8" wingspan. He's got one of the biggest player builds of any of the point guards in the game. And defensively, he is elite. 94 perimeter, 96 lateral, 95 steal, 96 speed, steal, ball, and acceleration, 86 shot 3. Can't dunk the ball. Similar to Trey, he can't dunk the ball. But he is a much better defender than Trae Young. Comes with basically every defensive badge you could need on Golden, Hoff Clamps, Hoff Menace, Hoff Bullet, Diamond, Floor Journal as well, really valuable playmaking badges. And then he can get any badge as well, like shooting badge wise. He can get the sniper badge, the blinders badge, the limitless badge, things like that, which help him out as well. So also a really good interior defender for a point guard is really good. Like 70 interior is actually very, very good for an interior point guard, which is really nice. Jump shot is not good. Jason Kidd dribble style can't burst. So he has the same problems kind of as Trae Young. He's just a much better defender than Trae Young. So I feel like even though his release isn't as good as Trae's, I would much rather have Jason Kidd on the court and basically have him sit on the hash. And his size and defense is going to be valuable to you, while you let a shooting guard like Klay Thompson or Kobe Bryant run your offense for you. So definitely still a very solid shooting point guard. Not one of the guys I would probably recommend, but I mean, honestly, I think any of these 3 guys can be used in a competitive setting still, and you can have success with them. But top 5 point guard wise, all of these guys are elite, and it's really, really close, I think, between the top 5 point guards in the game. None of these cards are like significantly better than the rest of them. But at number 5, I'm going Isaiah Thomas. IT was arguably the best point guard in the game. Besides, I mean, there was an argument some people would make that he was the best point guard in the game before we got Friday's content. 6'1" with a 6'4" wingspan, 2 out of 5 hotspots for outside the 3-point line. Comes with the ability to get any badge added to him, which means you can add the sniper, the limitless, the chef, things of that nature. Also comes with every defensive badge being able to upgrade. Silver clamps that can be upgraded, obviously. Ball stripper and pickpocket on bronze, as well as menace. Can get intimidator, pogo stick, chase downers, things like that. Dunking wise, he's glitch dunking, so 95 driving dunk, Hall of Fame, limitless takeoff, and posterizer. Solid playmaker. 92 lateral quickness, so he's a decent defender. Height wise, not great. This card is just a better Trae Young. His jump shot is solid. Quick dribble style. His size up is nice. He's a really nice card. The dunking ability is super valuable. He can shoot the ball, especially when you add those shooting badges. He's really fast. He's got good zigs, and defensively he's solid. Just a really, really good all-around card. One of the most well-rounded point guards in my team right now, and definitely a card that I think you can still run with a lot of success. And he's less than 100,000 MT, and you can probably get a fully badged one for less than 100,000 MT right now. So definitely a guy that if you're looking for a point guard for that price range, might be a guy you might want to look at. At number 4 is a guy who I think is on most every team right now, and that is Diamond Steve Francis. Steve Francis is a stud, and he is free. If you win 10 triple threat online games in a row, and actually it doesn't even have to be in a row, if you're just losing and you quit out of the game before they reach 21 points, then it doesn't actually reset your streak, which is actually super nice, because that allows you to basically get him no matter what. But 6'3" with 6'6" wingspan is decent size. 3 out of 5 hotspots are outside the 3-point line. Comes with 4 hops, which are fast twitch, limitless, posterizer, and difficult shots. Also comes with a bunch of gold shooting badges. He doesn't get limitless spot up, which is a little bit unfortunate, but that's the only shooting badge that you need that he does not get. And then playmaking badge wise comes with everything on gold. Defensive badge wise, he can get most of the defensive badges you want to add to him, whether that's a clamps, interceptor, menace, things of that nature. 84 perimeter, 88 lateral is decent, not great. Similar defensive stats, I'd say, to Steph, but better badges. 92 speed and excel, 86 shot 3, 96 driving dunk, and he has some of the best sigs in the game. Super fast size up. Shifty dribble style in the half court. He moves so nicely. He's got the same explosive weird behind the back as Donovan Mitchell has. I'm not sure if it's the SIG. I don't think it is the SIG. I don't know which SIG that actually is that triggers that. But he has this behind the back SIG thing that Donovan Mitchell has, and I think they're the only two cards in the game that have it right now. But it's really weird. And it's like a kind of explosive. It's a nice SIG, and coupled with his size up and how fast his dribble moves are, makes him just one of the best dribbling point guards in the game. Jump shot is the same base as like Dion Waiters' base has been in the past. Definitely a solid jump shot, easy enough to green, relatively quick. It's not stupid quick, but his SIGs are phenomenal. He's a great slasher. He gets defensive badges. Really well-rounded point guard. Just a really, really good card for free, especially a guy who I highly recommend to most anybody looking for a point guard right now. Gary Payton is the guy I'm going to put at number 3. GP was my favorite point guard in the game until Friday's drop. He was the guy I would have taken number 1, and honestly, I'm still playing him in my God squad. 93 speed Nick Sell, 93 speed with ball, 70 driving dunk, 83 shot 3, elite defensive stats, 7 Hall of Fame defensive badges, including ankle braces, ball stripper, clamps, menace, pick dodger, and pickpocket, which are probably the 6 best perimeter defensive badges in the game. Doesn't have off interceptor, which is a little bit disappointing, but again, I don't complain too much about that. Doesn't get limitless either, which hurts a bit, but he does have sniper that can be upgraded to gold, gets chef, gets dead-eye, things of that nature as well. Solid dunker. He's got good speed. Jump shot is solid, not great. Shifty dribble style. Pro 3 behind the back and Pro 2 between the legs really helps him out as well. That's just something that I think you can that's something extra that you get out of the card that I think is really nice, is the fact that he has elite full court dribble SIGs, and defensively he's elite, 6'4" with 6'7" wingspan. He's got a good player build. Phenomenal all around card. I really like this Gary Payton card, and have had a lot of success with him, and will continue to for the time being because he is staying on my God squad for the foreseeable future. At number 2, I'm going John Wall. I think John Wall is a stud. The thing about John Wall is that he's just so expensive. So for me personally, I'm not going to pick him up for my squad. But that being said, 6'4" with 6'9" wingspan is phenomenal size. 4 out of 5 hot shots are outside the three-point line. He's glitched to shoot the three-pointer with a 90 shot 3 Hoff sniper. All of his badges can be upgraded, so you can get this limitless to gold. Playmaking is diamond and quick first step on Hoff, which are 2 of the best playmaking badges in the game. Defensive stats and badges are incredible as well. You can also add badges to him like Intimidator, Mismatch Expert, things of that nature, but he doesn't really need a lot of badges. 96 speed and excel, 96 speed with ball, 95 driving dunk, and really good defensive stats. Just an incredibly well-rounded card. The only issue that this card is that he has base dribble style, doesn't have quick or shifty, which is definitely a bit disappointing, but if he had quick or shifty, he would be the best point guard in the game because he is already so fast, so well-rounded. He's similar to a guy like Jason Kidd, except he's way better at everything. That's what the thing about him. His release is better. He's as good of a defender. He's a better slasher. He's a better playmaker. With quick first step, I mean, most of his dribble 6 he still gets burst out of. He just doesn't have the size up to burst that most people use to create their offense, which is a little bit unfortunate. But that being said, this card is so good that I am willing to overlook the base dribble style because he does everything at such a high level right now. Not the guy that I recommend picking up for your squad unless you are just super rich because of how expensive the card is, but he is definitely a beast, and I think he is the 2nd best point guard in my team. And at number 1, I'm going Penny Hardaway. I am such a huge fan of this Penny Hardaway card. I just think that his size makes him so valuable. I'm not sure. I think that was like a question copied from a quiz or something, but not that I cheat in school. Don't do that. But anyways, 89 speed and excel, 89 speed of ball, 83 shot 3, 85 driving dunk, 85 perimeter, 85 lateral. Hall of Fame bullet passer, dimer, floor general, and needle threader. That Hoff bullet passer and dimer are super nice. Defensive badge wise, he's decent as well. He doesn't get clamps, but that's about the only defensive badge that he doesn't get. Already has gold chase down, interceptor, pick dodger, pogo stick, gets intimidator, gets post lockdown, rim protector. And the thing is, he's 6'7" with 6'10" wingspan, which means that even though he doesn't get the clamps badge, you can put him on the 3. You can put him on the Carmelo Anthony or the Andre Kirilenko or the Paul George or the Mikal Bridges or whoever they're playing at their 3 on their squad. You can put him on them and he will hold it down on the defensive end of the court. He's a super solid defender, good in the interior, and has a block rating as well as having solid perimeter defense. Shooting wise, he's decent, not great. Doesn't get limitless spot up. His jump shot isn't amazing, but other than that, he does get most every shooting badge that you need as well. You can add the sniper badge. Finishing wise, he's good. He has the quick dribble style, which at 6'7" is super nice, as well as a profile behind the back, which is one of the better full court dribble 6 in the game. And he's an elite playmaker as well. He can sit hash on offense. He can create your offense a little bit. He's a solid defender. He's got great size. You can use him as a masher because he's 6'7" at the point guard position. He gives you so much flexibility on both ends of the court when you have him on the court, and I think that value that he provides is just enough to make him the number 1 point guard in the game right now. He is my starting point guard and will probably continue to be my starting point guard for the foreseeable future because of how much he gives me in terms of flexibility on both the offensive and defensive end of the court because of his size. And he's just a really good all-around card as well. So big fan of Penny Hardaway. Think he's a guy that I pretty much would recommend everybody pick up on their team right now because he's only 100 KMT. Actually, he's less than 100 KMT. When you can get the best best card in the game at their position for 100,000 MT or less, I think that is always worth doing, whether you're a budget player or a God Squad level player. So that is going to do it for this video. Hopefully you did enjoy. If you did, make sure you hit that like button, leave a comment, and let me know what you thought of the video. And also make sure you hit that subscribe button. Again, help me push towards that 3,000 subscriber mark on the channel, and I'll be back with more 2K content very, very soon. I appreciate y'all. Peace.